My name is Edmond Yakani, Executive Director of CEPO, one of the civil society delegates to the Nairobi peace talks known as Tumaini between the Government of National Unity and the opposition parties that are not signatory to our access. And we are aware that in the few months ago, there was success registered under the Tumaini initiative where some protocols were initial in generating an implementable political framework to transition the situation in our country from violence to peace. We appreciate that, but we are also aware that some leaders in the incumbent government have taken a very strong anti-Tumaini initial documents position where they say Tumaini is demonstrating an action that is above our access or is going to replace our access, or Tumaini is coming with a new government, which is not true. My message to the public is that Tumaini is not a replacement of our access. Tumaini is not above our access. Tumaini is not undermining the legitimacy of the incumbent government. This is a follow-up of the Rome peace processes between the government and the parties that are non-signatory to the revitalized peace agreement, which were by then Soma, later on split into Soma under Pagana Mum and Soma under Thomas Cirillo. And remember, during the first days of the Rome peace processes, the government and the opposition have signed declaration of principles. And that is why the methodology of Tumaini is that we're looking at the pending task of our access and the new ideas coming from the declaration of principle under Rome, and that is to create an implementable political framework for transition the country from now to peace. And that is the methodology where we have engaged on Tumaini. And today, His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit have left Juba to Nairobi to meet with his counterpart, President William Ruto. And this is in line of supporting the Tumaini initiative. And before the country, as we speak now, we have a deadline of 22nd September, which is coming to an end of the legitimacy of the government, or in another term, by 22nd September 2024, the government should be dissolved, and that is automatically a political crisis issue, as we are aware that the preparation for elections seem not to be visible, seems election cannot be held by December 2022 because of the logistical, administrative, and legal challenges that are facing national election commissions, besides lack of funding for the electoral processes as required by the National Election Commission. And that's why today I would like to take this opportunity to appeal to His Excellency President, as he's meeting his counterpart, His Excellency William Ruto. He should support Tumaini, and he should encourage His Excellency President William Ruto to end the Tumaini process before 22nd September so that they can address the issue of political legitimacy in the country, which will be followed with the constitutional crisis after 22nd December 2024, as we're not going to hold elections. So I would like to appeal to His Excellency President to meet with His Excellency President William Ruto and reach a consensus on the way forward for completion of Tumaini peace processes. And also His Excellency President should meet with the opposition and should meet with the stakeholders to generate national consensus. We have seen a public opinion surveys that are going on, even including Sud Institute. Majority of the citizens are in support of the political framework under Tumaini, which is going to be an implementable, and majority of the citizens are rejecting unilateral extension of the transitional period without any process that look like of the Tumaini. And many people are asking, extension for what? Extension for the political transitional period or extension for holding of elections? And majority of the citizens are saying any extension should be focusing on creating a conducive environment for the conduct of the elections, because citizens are tired with extensions that does not deliver results. Any extension, whether through Tumaini or through the review of the implementation roadmap, all require to focus on elections. And my appeal to His Excellency President is that inter-party dialogue should be the only political platform that will bring the outcome of Tumaini and the outcome of the high-level committee to reach a consensus where we can define a new political implementable framework for transition of our country from violence to peace through elections. Elections will be our objective, and that means the task we should be deliver. Number one is unification of the forces. Number two is making constitution. Number three is holding population census. Number five, we end up with elections. Other reforms will be delivered. And remember, as we are talking about elections, judiciary reform is also very important. Political will is determined by delivering an action. So we can't buy political will without delivering an action. Please deliver an action for successful political transition in the country. Thank you very much.